welcome back. Today we are doing another film video. Long awaited, I know. This video has been in the process for a few months because I have been testing out the camera that I'm about to show you, and I wanted to shoot a full roll and have it developed and everything before filming this video so I could give you a full review. But today we are reviewing this new camera by RETO. I received this from RETO back in January and hadn't gotten around to shooting till recently. This video is not sponsored. RETO did send me this along with 2 other cameras, which I will be giving away at the end of the video. Since I already have this 3D camera and RETO sent me another one, I will be giving this white version away, as well as this, which is the camera I will be reviewing in this video. So stay tuned till the end of the video to learn how to enter. But this is the camera I'll be reviewing in this video, and I'm really excited to tell you all about it. Before we go any further, make sure to subscribe and like and comment. I really want to hear from you guys about what you want to learn about film photography because I am out of video ideas. So please leave comments of what you want to know, any questions. I try and get back to you as soon as possible. Unless I have answered the questions already in my videos, then I won't respond to comments because it's kind of tedious to just answer the same questions over and over again. I have a whole playlist of all my film videos. If your questions aren't answered in one of the videos, definitely check out the other ones because they are a lot more comprehensive. Film 101 goes through all the different types of film cameras. My point and shoot video is all about point and shoot cameras, where to buy them, how to use them, etc. My 3D film video is about this camera, which is the same company that sent me this new camera that I will be reviewing in this video. I have a whole video on that. And my most recent video is about disposable cameras, so go check all of those videos out. But for now, we're going to get into the video, and first, quick little introduction about this camera. This is the RETO Ultra Wide and Slim 22mm point and shoot film camera. And this is different from the point and shoot film that I normally shoot with, meaning the light doesn't adjust to itself. It's basically just this camera, a lens, and that's basically it. It is 22mm, which means it's more of a wide angle. So the smaller the millimeter of the film, the wider the angle is going to be. So I looked it up, and according to Google, disposable cameras are normally 30mm, and this camera is 22mm. The camera is pretty small. It is probably the size of my hand or smaller, and I kind of have small hands. Comparatively, it is smaller than a disposable camera, just by a few millimeters. Basically the same size, but this one comes with a strap. It takes 35mm film. You have to wind it yourself. So I will explain the loading process in the next part, but it has a little flap in the back to insert the film into, and the shutter button on top, as well as the little winder to wind your film after you take a picture, and a little, I don't know all the technical terms for all of these parts, and then the thing to wind the film back into the canister after you're done shooting. It also has the numbers on top to show you how many pictures you've taken, and that's basically it. My one issue with this camera is that there's no flash, and I went into shooting with the knowledge that there was no flash, and specifically only took pictures in certain light settings, but I will get into that later as well. The loading process is very similar to this RETO camera. It also is pretty manual, so with normal point and shoot cameras that are battery operated, you put the film in and it automatically winds the film into the camera itself, so you really don't have to do that much prep. But with these, you really have to make sure that the film is secure, and it does take a little bit of practice. I'm gonna just show you with this roll of film because it's completely used. You pop this down and stick the film in, then push this back in to leave it in place, and then usually when you buy a roll of film, there's a piece of plastic hanging out, so you pull it so it touches this side. Then you make sure that the little holes are kind of in these grooves so that they stay in place, and then you close the camera, wind it a few times, and make sure it's really locked in place until on top it says, instead of S, it says 1. And there you go. Then you should take a few tester pictures, like 1, 2, so that all of the exposed film is gone, and then you're ready to go. Pretty self-explanatory. The package does come with instructions, so I would make sure to read those very carefully if you're still confused. That's basically it. The one thing I really love about this camera is the wide angle, because with the disposable, you don't really get that. I was really excited to take selfies on this camera, which sounds a little weird, but usually when you take a selfie on the disposable, because the lens is not very wide, it's very up close and in your face. So I was really excited to take this out and test out that feature. And let me tell you, it was great. I don't know, that's really all I have to say about shooting. All you do is press the button on top, wind the camera, and you're ready to go. Once this little winder is really difficult to wind, then you know you're done. And also, your roll of film should tell you how many photos are in the roll, usually about 36 or 24. And you can also tell what number you are on based on the little numbers on top. So once you reach the end, it's time to unload. So basically, to unload, you start by pressing this button on the bottom to release the film from other side of the camera. And then you pop open this bottom part and start twisting in the direction of the arrow to put all of that exposed film back into the original roll. Keep winding until you are pretty sure it's back in the roll. Sometimes I do it for an extra few minutes just to be sure. Then you just pop open the camera and your roll of film should be all ready to go to develop. I would also pop this open so you can take your roll of film out again. Then you go send it to develop and wait for your results. Side note, if you're looking for places to develop, go check out my other videos and I explain that whole process. Specifically my disposable camera video. Now you've sent your roll of film to get developed. Looking at the pictures at the end of the day was my ultimate test of this camera, obviously, and here's what I thought. I took a variety of pictures in a variety of different light settings. I would say, since there's no flash, the lighting is very variable and really depends on the setting you're in. So for example, direct sunlight, perfectly fine. Like every single picture turned out great. Except when there's harsh shadows, because when there's shadows, you cannot see anything basically. For instance, this picture is in direct sunlight, but there is some shade just from the direct sunlight hitting our faces and my hat, for example. Where there's shade, it is so dark, you can't see anything. And then I have other pictures where the subject's like fully in the shade, and those are really dark. Even pictures in indirect sunlight, so like covered areas or indoors, were really hard to see as well. And then in the shade, it's pretty much just really dark. I do have to say the wide angle was perfect for selfies. I'm gonna put two pictures side by side. One is a disposable selfie and one is a selfie on this camera. The wide angle is great. It's just the lighting that's so hard to manage and navigate because there is no flash, and you really just have to put yourself in the exact light setting that you need to get the right picture. Also, pictures of landscapes and things that are far away are a little difficult as well, especially when it's not direct sunlight. So this one picture was at the Rams parade. It was completely sunny out, and the lighting is actually good because it was so bright that the camera was able to capture it even though it's far away. But then there's this one in Hawaii in like a forest where it was sunny out that day, but obviously it was shaded, and so this landscape was really difficult to see. I also wanted to mention that backlit photos don't do well. This is a picture I took that was backlit, and this was the iPhone version, as well as sunset pictures. I mean, there was a lot of light when I took this, and it still did not turn out great. So my tips, if you have this camera and you are looking to get the best shots, set yourself up, only take pictures in the right light settings where there's clearly a lot of light and your subjects are close unless it's direct lighting and far away. Overall, not my favorite camera if I'm being honest. This camera is $29.99 on the RETO website, and I honestly think you can find something a lot better, like an old point-and-shoot camera on Etsy for the same price or even less, and get better pictures. I'm telling you, the flash is key, especially with film, because with this, there's no automatic lighting adjustment. With point and shoot cameras, it adjusts to light, has a flash. Even a disposable camera is probably better than this unless you're looking for a wide angle. It is very light and easy to carry around, but honestly, there's better options out there for you. If any of you guys have tried this camera, let me know your thoughts. I'm really curious if anyone else has tried it or has had different experiences. Maybe I need to use a different type of film, like a higher ISO. I don't know, let me know. Should I try that out? Now for the giveaway. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for staying and watching. I hope you guys found this interesting, but this giveaway is very exciting. So, when RETO sent me the pink camera, they also sent me these, and obviously I don't need them because I have both of them already. So I wanted to give back to you guys, especially since you guys are always asking me about point and shoot cameras and if I'm selling mine. So I will be giving these two away. They will come together. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is 1, subscribe, 2, follow me on Instagram, 3, follow me on TikTok, 4, leave a comment of what you want to know about film photography. I'm open to anything. And also make sure to start the comment with something like, I want to see a video on blank, so I know you're entering for the giveaway. But that's it. I will be checking in about 2 weeks for a winner, and I will be announcing it on my Instagram, so make sure to follow me over there to be updated, and I will be checking if you followed all the rules, of course. But I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for following and subscribing and supporting me. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is very crazy. I started this 2 years ago. My film photography video came out a year ago. I'm just so grateful. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe and comment and enter the giveaway for a chance to win these cameras. I'm really excited for you guys and I'm excited to give back. So thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye.